Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Qigong for Health and Wellness. My name is Susan Churchill. I am a certified trainer with Spring Force Qigong, which was created by Master Chen Yilin. And this has helped me so much in the last 6.5 years. And I'll tell you a little bit about that today. So, when I started, I could only lift this arm this high. And I had great healers helping me. Chiropractor. We used massage. We used acupuncture, and but I could only go this far. And the background of that is I was taking care of my sister for the 2 years that she was sick, and that's a lot of weight on your shoulder, a lot of stress. And so then when I started Spring Force Qigong, as many of you know, I started because I was looking for help with anxiety due to COVID. We weren't moving, and then I realized, oh my gosh, I have to move the energy. My meditation wasn't enough. So I started, and then after the practice, I'm feeling better. And then you pop back into fight or flight mode. And then after the practice, you feel better. And then slowly, slowly over time, you get so you are I'm doing the practice consistently, and you start to feel more balanced consistently, see. But at the same time, something else started to happen. Pain in my shoulders and hips started to recede. The restless leg syndrome in my legs over time went away, and this arm started moving again. So isn't that amazing? So I like to let people know, uh, you know that happened to me, because that's why I'm here every day. If I can help myself, and I can help you at the same time. So today we are in day 6 of 14 days to put yourself first. So I encourage you to do that. Let's say hi to everybody. Hi, Patricia and June and Dorothy and Lynn. Well done. So let's start. And stand if you can, otherwise, sitting and lying down is perfectly good too. Anything you can't do physically, use your visualization, your imagination, okay? And try to feel it. So, we're going to start, as we've been doing for, I don't know, a while now, is to bring our hands in prayer position, elbows out a little bit, bend your knees, close your eyes, let yourself breathe normally, and connect to peace. We have had such a great gift with my cousin Cindy and Jerry coming to visit our cousins. And my husband's been having, I don't know if he's been having fun, but he's been doing all the cooking. It's been great. I think he has. And being the fishing guide. And that has brought so much peace, I think, to all of us, to have some time for ourselves, to just be. So bend your knees, feel the connection to the earth, feel your spine start to realign itself, your shoulders soften, all your tissues like do a sigh of relief, the muscles, tendons, and ligaments. Let your chin tuck in a little bit. Place the tip of the tongue to the roof of the mouth behind the front teeth. And notice as you connect to the peace of the earth, you're feeling supported. And that kind of snakes up through you like smoke, mist, softening, 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 saying good morning to your organs and tissues, going through your whole body, and it softens your shoulders and your throat and even your eyes. Now have your eyes closed if you can. And let that feeling go up through the top of your head, out into the sky, into the universe, to the heavens. And you can imagine a beautiful sun in the center of the universe, and it's shining down on you. And I like to think of it having all the love of everyone you've ever loved and everyone who's ever loved you. And it's just pouring down, and you can feel it on your skin and going through you and into the earth. Allow yourself to feel peace. So I'm going to be quiet for a minute, and we'll enjoy peace in whichever way you experience it today. Slowly start bouncing from the knees. Your feet are staying on the ground, and you release your hands down, elbows a little bit away from the body, fingers separated. Those shoulders just come down. Any tension just starts to release. You can wiggle around if you need to. Tuck your chin in, let a beautiful smile come up to your face. Breathe in through the nose, breathe out through the mouth. Let your out breath go as long as it wants to go. Maybe 2 or 3 times the in breath length. Slowly breathing in and out. Let's take our hands over our heads and we'll bounce with our hands over our heads. Letting the hands just flap at the wrist because you know how much work your arms and your hands and your fingers are going to do for you today. We're waking up all the life force. Chi is just our life force. It's energy with intelligence. It knows what to do. So, and you're like, well, what does that mean? Well, you get a paper cut, right? Or mosquito bite. We got some of those this weekend. Um, and you don't have to think of what your body needs to do to help you heal from it. So that your chi, your life force, is the part that's the healer already. So we are learning to connect to that healer and to also support it and try not to totally, go the opposite way. And that's what we're learning with our emotions too. So if we get into feelings of anger or hate or anxiety or grief or, fears, which you're going to do, this is human life, right? Experience. We can learn how to release it by bringing in happiness, joy, peace, contentment, and gratitude. So, sorry I didn't tell you, but we're going side to side. And now we'll release our hands. Let's see who else joined us. Hi, Lily and Maria, and Linda and Christine and Martha. Good morning, good morning, good morning. So today is day 6. So we have done the first 5 days. We did the first 5 healing movements from Master Lin's 5-element practice. And so today we are going to dip into his head to toe healing book. So let's keep going. So first of all, these are the active exercises. So now we're going to do some shoulder shrugs. These I added in. It's an extra exercise Master Lin has told us about. We take our shoulders up, the head goes back, scrunch back a little bit like you're trying to glue the head to the shoulders, and then release the shoulders down and the head comes up. It's really great if you are sleeping on, a different pillow than normal. Pull the shoulders down to release tension in the neck and shoulders. Let's do that 2 more times. Shoulders come up, head comes back. Tip of the tongue touching the roof of the mouth behind the front teeth. Breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the mouth. More release of what we no longer need, and release the shoulders down, the head comes up. Feel a whoosh, and even help that. Bring in energy from the earth and just let it go through you and feel like butterflies just flying out any extra energy you no longer need, and pull the shoulders down, which helps to release tension from the neck and shoulders. And then release again. And we'll do that 1 more time, okay? So shoulders come up. And you know you're doing it right if you give a twist and your arms just move like ropes. Swing. Now we have shoulders up and the head comes back. We're going to scrunch a bit. Now I noticed from the first one I did to this one that I have an opening because I've been able to bring my head back more. And you want to do only what's right for you. Shoulders down, head up, and pull the shoulders down. But that's how quickly you can change how your muscles and tendons and everything are feeling inside and release that stress. That was just 3 times. All right. Now we continue to wake up the chi in all the different areas of our bodies by hitting chi buttons. And so, if you're familiar with acupuncture, acupressure, we're hitting a lot of those. Or if you're doing EFT, so many wonderful things, all these different modalities that help you. So, you try everything. That's what I just tell you, to try everything and see what works for you. Let's tap the cheekbones open, open, open. All blockages are gone, completely healed, completely healed. Beginning of the eyebrows, open, open, open. All blockages are gone, completely healed, completely healed. Cup the top of your head. When we're saying these things, we're sending in the intention. We're connecting our mind to our heart with this intention, which brings the energy or chi, like our order. Come down to your C7, that's a bump at the base of the neck, and massage this in. So then our chi knows what to do. All right. If you want to learn more about that, you can take level 1 from anybody who's a certified trainer or above. All right. And I know I need to put a class in, but there's stuff that's getting scheduled, so I haven't been able to put a class in yet. I hope to do one in September or October. All right, let's clap your hands. Cup the inside of the left elbow and the right side. Underarm left side and right side. Window of the lungs, cup here and the right side. And you get a nice little hollow sound. So you want to make sure you're doing this. Let's do this 2 more times. And this is for the lungs and the heart, especially here at the top of the body, okay? And you want to have your hands lined up like this because you're hitting all the energy buttons on the fingertips. And you want to clap enough to, wake somebody up. Cup the inside left elbow and the right side. So the first one, well, it goes to all the different organ systems, but the palm of the hands are the heart meridians. You're really waking up the heart. Then these are for the lungs. So we come down here. There's even more, it's not just one, but overall, we're helping to wake up the heart again by cupping underarm and then window the lungs. And I found when I was doing this, when I was first learning, and still now, of course, I keep learning things. Cup the kidneys, lean over a little bit. That I really wasn't paying any attention to my body unless it was hurting. Right? And unless it was hurting or it didn't look the way I wanted it to look. Or do the things I wanted it to do. And so now I've learned, hey, this is a partnership. So I need to listen and not just give orders. Now we're tapping the hips. So if you want to know how to find the point, just let your arms hang down, bring them up, then go back a little and feel a little dimple there. Now we're going to come down. Let me tilt this a little bit so you can actually see me today. And we're going to cup. So I'm like this. We're cupping the front of the knees. And then you reach around and cup forward the backs of the knees. And then you're going to come to both hands around your left knee and just send in good vibrations. See the little dancing raisins go by. All right, so now we've just kind of let the whole body know, wake up, it's time for a beautiful day. Well, let's take a breath in and out. Just kind of notice what happens when you breathe in. Is this like maybe a little open, more open? Can you get in a deeper breath? Are your shoulders softening? Do you have any, and you can even have aches and things happening. All kinds of stuff. Energy moving, you can cough, you can sneeze, all kinds of stuff. All right. So that was our active exercises. Now we move into the beginning of the universe. That's in the center, where we're acknowledging and we're feeling our physical form and we're feeling our energy form, our life force, our light being, however you want to think about it. Now I have my knees bent, My feet are on the ground, my spine, I've got straight as I can. I'm going to tuck my tailbone in and out, feel a little release in the lower back. Shoulders come down, elbows are out, stretching my fingers and toes, so do that. And really do a big stretch. And then release the fingers and toes almost all the way, but not quite. Tuck your chin in a little bit, aligning the neck with the rest of the spine. Tip of the tongue touching the roof of the mouth, behind the front teeth. Smile, smile, smile. Smile stands for start my internal love engine. And just feel yourself going between being, that's the physical part, and not being. That's the life force. Between physical and light, or form and light. And then let yourself, with your eyes closed, just kind of notice what's going on in your body, and you might see some colors or light. You might hear. Your hearing might be more intense or available to you. And then we use the password Master Lin gave us. He's a Grand Master of Qigong. And so he created this to help the everyday person to live as long and healthily as possible. Because Qigong actually was secretive, and it was only handed down master to student. So, and he wants to help so many people. His mission is a healer in every home and a world without pain and suffering. So, yeah, that's a big one. And he's gone from having a few people in his class, his first class in Minnesota, some of them which, like a third of which had signed up, thought they signed up for a different class, and to have people in almost every single country of this beautiful world who are practicing. So feel the love that goes into this practice as we say, I am in the universe. The universe is in my body. The universe and I combine together. And pour in your intentions. Our intentions as a group for putting ourselves first and realizing that it's not selfish. It's not selfish in a bad way. It's selfish in a good way, because when we can be ourselves, when we can be fully filled up, fueled, body, mind, spirit, soul, then we have so much more to give, because it just keeps radiating out. Master Lin likes to talk about us being love radiators. So allow yourself to feel that, to feel as open and loved and taken care of as you possibly can. And put in your intentions. This is so easy now to connect to what's most divine for you. So it could be your God, right? Absolutely. It could be teachers or masters. It could be your family. It could be a particular person. It could be the trees, oceans, whales. What is it that you look at and you're so happy, so yourself? Was there one person that just believed in you? Connect to them. And so what we're going to do, as you're hanging out in that good feeling, those good vibes, is I'm going to open up the book and I'll read this to you, and then I'll show you what we're going to do. So the first one we're going to do, we've got a good amount of time, so I think we might get to 3. We'll see, 2 anyway, is called Base of the Head. Oh, so I'll show you this first. So if you're not familiar, Master Lin created this head-to-toe healing book, and you can go in, there's an index, and you can say, oh, I have allergies. And then you look up the different different exercises. So what we're doing is we're going in, just like we were doing the cupping, right, to wake up the chi. So that's what we're doing with these, is to go in and pinpoint an area and a energy channel that is connected to this symptom to help to open it up and to release it, and then you heal. So I'm on page 24, and it's called Base of Head, and it helps with, so that is actually the one that I'm going to show you. It helps with hearing loss, ringing in the ears, colds, opening the sinuses, poor memory, headache, dizziness and vertigo, and motion sickness. I'm going to read through all the things, and then, but you can do it as I'm reading it too. Okay, so holding one hand as a cup, slightly bend your head forward and gently pat or cup the base of your head where your spine goes into your skull, and chant the sound kurr, so kurr, like that. We'll do it for 2 to 3 minutes. How often? You can do it 2 or 3 times a day. And there are best times like 5 to 9 a.m., so perfect time if you're in my time zone or close to that, or 3 to 5 p.m., but you can actually do it anytime. Okay, and then why do we do it? There are many energy points in this area that affect your eyes, speech, sinuses, hearing, mouth, and entire brain. Cupping this way helps to bring clarity to your mind, prevent colds, and keep your sinuses open. Okay, so if you're probably already doing it, holding one hand or cupping right here where the spine comes into the skull, right in here, like that. So we're just going to cup, and let's see if I can look at the clock at the same time, and we'll do a couple minutes. All right, so we're just going to lean our head forward a little bit and cup. Close your eyes, let your body still be aligned best you can, and then breathing in whichever way feels right for you. Think that breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth, because we are helping to release, and that's a detoxifying breath. I'm going to suggest that. Continue to have the tongue touch the roof of the mouth behind the front teeth. You're going to get a little resounding in your head. If you have a headache, start softly, because it does help with a headache, but it's not going to feel good at the beginning. Let me tell you. And this is a great one you can do on the plane. I tend to have problems with my ears when I'm on the plane, and so this can help a lot. So we're just going to keep going, and you might even feel some pressure in the sinuses or the top of the head. You want to cup firmly yet gently. Don't knock your head off like rock'em sock'em robots. And breathe. And notice what happens. And if you're tensing up your shoulders, soften them. All right, we're going to release that. So that one again, why is there are many energy points in this area affecting your eyes, speech, sinuses, hearing, mouth, and entire brain. Cupping this way helps bring clarity to your mind, prevent colds, and keep your sinuses open. All right, let's do another one. All right, so let's do this one. This one is on page 48. It's called In Front of Ears. And we're going to have our hands, our fingers in front of the ears, like this, where you just kind of find that little spot. And it helps with ear infections or any problems relating to the ears, ringing in the ears, and deafness. You do it for 1 to 3 minutes as often as needed. Best times 9 to 11 in the morning, 3 to 7 p.m. And why? These points connect to your nervous system, okay? And massaging here stimulates the nerves that connect to energy channels in your ears. Okay, so we're going to hold with our first finger. When you open your mouth and drop your jaw, you can feel a slight intention right there, right in front of your ear. Close your mouth and so first open your mouth and feel where that is, and that's where you're going to press. And then close your mouth and use your index fingers to massage these points by moving your fingers up and down slightly with pressure. So slightly with pressure, that's gentle to firm. And you can go around, or you could go up and down, or you can go forward or back. This is saying we're going to go up and down. So let's do up and down. And then we're going to chant a sound called kurr. So as you breathe in, take a nice breath in, and then you can chant kurr. And then just breathe at your own rate. Breathe in again. And release. And then now just notice that one, because that one you can really, wow. Can you hear your voice sounds different? To say, you can say something, because I can hear my voice sounds different. You're not talking, I am. Okay. And yeah, so that was very interesting. So again, it says these points connect to your nervous system, and massaging here stimulate nerves that connect to energy channels in your ears. And I could actually feel pressure in my head, in my brain here, while we were doing that. All right, let's see if we can get one more in here. And okay, so this one is good for poor memory, hearing loss, strokes, insomnia. And let's see, it's 1 minute, as often as needed. Best times 5 to 9 a.m., 3 to 5 p.m. The why is the vibration that we're going to create helps open the energy channels in your ears and brain that are directly connected to hearing. It's also helpful for reducing stress in your brain and helping you sleep. So, okay, I'm going to see if I can show you from the back, and then I'll tell you. So we're going to have our hands over our ears. Okay, so cover your ears. I think I'll read it, let you do it, and then I'll do it with you. Cover your ears completely with your palms, not allowing any air in. Okay, wait, stop. Don't do it. You're not going to be able to hear me. Okay, what we're going to do is cover our ears completely with our palms, not allowing in any air. Then overlap our fingers in the back like this, right? So our hands are over our ears and our fingers are going to be like this. And what we're going to do is we're going to tap with the left hand on the right hand fingers, and then we're going to reverse it and do it the other way, okay? So I'm not going to do it perfectly because you're going to see me. So, well, let's try it. So if you're doing it, you were probably hearing like a tinny sound. That's why it sounds like a drum. So I'm going to read it again, and if you're doing it, just keep doing it. If you're listening, then you can listen. So cover your ears completely with your palms, not allowing in any air. Overlap your fingers on the back of your head where your spine goes right into your skull. So that's where we were. With your right fingers on top. Tap the back of your left index and middle fingers with your right index and middle fingers 3 times. We were doing it 9. It's fine either way. Reverse your hand positions and place your right hand on the base of your head, right hand fingers. Use your left index fingers to tap. And you repeat it back and forth, 9 times. All right? So we've hit 8 o'clock. I hope that was somewhat helpful. If you want me to send you a picture of it, send me, let me know here, or send me a messenger. I get really easily. Okay? And I can do that. I'll be heading home today, so if it doesn't go up yet, just remind me tomorrow, okay? All right, because I'll be back home. All right, you guys are awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's remember at the end of our practice, we always harvest. So we look at the lower dantian, deep behind the navel, see a little light there. It's so nice and vital. And if you're practicing up and your light is, you just feel this light here, that happens a lot of times. And we get all this beautiful energy into the middle dantian. So what we want to do is just concentrate and say all the beautiful chi that I cultivated, all the happiness, joy, peace, contentment, and gratitude come into a ball of light in the lower dantian, and you give it a spin, and you just imagine this. You're just in a Disney thing, and you're spinning, spinning, spinning faster and faster, and it gets smaller and brighter and smaller and brighter and even smaller and even brighter until it turns into a tiny little energy pill. You took it deep behind the navel. And that is this is called a dantian. Dan, that's what we just created, that little ball of energy. And tian means crop or field. And so you're actually kind of, or farm. So this is where you're cultivating what you have already brought in, so it becomes more and more, and you can use it throughout your day. All right, and then we'll take one giant 10,000 hand breath in. Oh, I forgot to do the rest of it. I'm so sorry. Rub your hands together. I got excited. And then rub your face. This is when we take ourselves out of the meditation, because you might not realize it, but we were actually doing a meditation during our practice. And then you could rub your face to bring yourself out, especially if you're going to be driving. You want to make sure you're still in the world here. Haha. Rub your ears. There we go. Now we can take a 10,000 hand breath in. And just allow your hands to come up, and wow, you've got 10,000 more arms and hands coming out of your body, receiving gifts from the universe, from everyone you've loved, everyone who ever loves you. And we bring it in, and this is the filling your cup. Allow yourself to fill up completely, so much that you overflow, and you're in this continual flow of chi, of love, light, and happiness. As we say, thank you, thank you, thank you. I send you many, many blessings. And I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. I'll see you from Illinois. All right, take care. Bye.